Daredevil issue 14 sees the masked Matt and Cole get some coffee at a diner, reassuring the waitress that Matt isn't planning on robbing the diner. Cole says that he should take Matt in, and Matt says he has every right to, but Cole says that it's more than that, since Daredevil has broken multiple laws. Matt says that he understands the law and he never intended to come back as Daredevil, but he knows that North knows firsthand the rot that is in the police force, and he can't ignore it since he's trying to make amends. Cole says that the law is about accountability, and he can't just let Daredevil decide how much punishment he deserves. After a moment, Cole reveals that he came to New York because in Chicago, he shot a kid while chasing a drug dealer, thinking the boy had a gun when actually he only had his phone. Luckily, the kid lived and he was put under investigation and psychiatric evaluation and accountability, and the kid went through hell because of him, and he needed to answer for his actions, and he did. But here is Daredevil flaunting his freedom. Matt says that he's wrong, telling him that everyone isn't equal under the law since the rules bend when one is a cop, and anyone else would have gone to prison for the shooting of that child, accident or not. Cole gets up to leave, saying that it's still the law and he's followed the rules and submitted himself for judgment. Leaving the diner, Matt asks why he isn't being arrested, and Cole doesn't know since he thought he would be able to make it black and white. But he helped people and then Daredevil helped him and it made a difference, so he doesn't know what to do with someone who isn't his enemy. Matt asks about the corrupt cops in Hell's Kitchen, but Cole doesn't know anything, apart from the orders coming from Commissioner Taylor, and Matt knows that it's tied to the gang wars between Owl, Hammerhead, and the Libris family that is tearing the city apart. Matt knows that Cole is a good man and understands that if he needs to follow his orders and take him in, but knows sometimes the orders are wrong and he needs North's help to fix the kitchen. Cole takes his leave, but not before asking if Daredevil is back, but Matt says that he's not, since he's made too many mistakes as Daredevil, so for now he's just a concerned citizen. Wesley meanwhile goes to see Fisk, who has been working from home lately. Wesley asks if Fisk is okay, since he's been cooped up inside his apartment since the business with the Stormwyns. Fisk says that he's fine and he will beat these people by proving himself to them. Wesley is alerted to some breaking news, so turning on the news, they learn that people are protesting the buying up of farmland so marijuana can be grown once it's legalized by Fisk and the governor. Wesley gets to work in organizing some counter-protests, but their calls are interrupted by the Stormwyns, who want to speak with Wilson. The Stormwyns say that they are very sorry to hear about what is happening to Wilson's plans on legalizing drugs, and they want to now be involved to see that it gets passed. Wilson flies into a rage, smashing up his tables as Matt tells his boss that he's going to be taking a few days off. There's a knock at the door and Matt knows that it's Mindy. He tells the woman to take her daughter and leave the city or even the state and get away from her husband. But Mindy is angered that Matt doesn't even want to talk about them, but would rather tell her how to live her life. Mindy says that she needs to stop listening to the men in her life, and Matt was meant to be a diversion and something fun, but now Matt is acting like her husband Tom. He tries to tell her that he has feelings for her, but she slaps him, saying that Matt wants her to want him, but she's done with it. She storms out of the apartment and Matt knows that she is right about him being an idiot, but he needs to save the people. Hammerhead meanwhile goes to a meeting with the Libris family, where Izzy offers to become allies thanks to both their organizations being attacked by the Owl. Hammerhead agrees to the deal and leaves Izzy to get back to work, with Tom wondering just how Izzy plans on protecting his family and his child. But Izzy says that she's been doing this for decades, and if Tom wants to, he can go and confront Owlsley, and she would tell Mindy and his child that he died a tough guy. Cole meanwhile patrols the streets with his new partner Green, finding a group of people beating a man in a Daredevil mask. Cole smashes one of the men in the face, attacking the others and arresting them all. Green doesn't want to get involved thanks to their orders, but Cole yells at him to be a cop for once in his life. The two detectives arrest the group and Cole helps the Daredevil masked man up, thanking him for what he did and letting him go, knowing that the devil is indeed in his head now. Matt meanwhile meets with Elektra on the rooftops, telling her that this isn't a training mission however, since they are on the roof of the NYPD headquarters, and the old him would have just broken in and interrogated Commissioner Taylor, but instead he listened to the commissioner inside, finding out he's just got a call from the governor, his new target. He tells Elektra that he's tired of all of this and he's going to end it now once and for all, and he wants to know if Elektra will help him take down the governor. Daredevil issue 14 continued its compelling storytelling as Cole again begins to question if everything really is black and white like he thought it was when it comes to the law. I've absolutely loved his relationship with Matt Murdock, and their argument about the law and who is bent by it and who follows it. This issue was the highlight. It was truly some fantastic writing on behalf of Chip Zdarsky. I'm excited that Matt and Elektra are aiming high with who to go after now, and I'm excited to see Fisk's story, the Stormwyns, and Matt's story and Cole's story all converge into what I assume will be a bloody mess. So I'm very much looking forward to that. I'm going to give this issue a 9 out of 10.